you found yourself stranded thousands of miles from home, with no money or possessions. Many would feel despair and curse their fate. But for Zeno of Cyprus, this challenging circumstance became the foundation of his life's work. Once a wealthy merchant, he lost everything when he was shipwrecked in Athens around 300 BCE. With little else to occupy his time, Zeno wandered into a bookshop, became captivated by the writings about Socrates, and sought out the city's philosophers for guidance. As he began teaching his own students, Zeno established the philosophy known as Stoicism, which emphasizes virtue, tolerance, and self-control, ideas that have inspired countless thinkers and leaders through the ages. The term Stoicism derives from the Stoa Poikile, a decorated public colonnade where Zeno and his followers gathered for discussions. Nowadays, we often use the term Stoic to describe someone who remains calm under pressure and avoids emotional extremes. However, while this captures some key aspects of Stoicism, the philosophy itself encompasses much more. The Stoics believed that the universe operates on a web of cause and effect, which they termed logos. While we may not control the events that happen to us, we can control our responses to them. Instead of imagining an ideal society, the Stoic accepts the world as it is, striving for self-improvement through 4 key virtues. Practical wisdom, which helps navigate complex situations logically and calmly. Temperance, promoting self-restraint and moderation. Justice, encouraging fairness even to those who have wronged us. And courage, which means facing daily challenges with clarity and integrity. As Seneca, one of the prominent Roman Stoics, remarked, "Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage." While Stoicism emphasizes personal growth, it is not a self-centered philosophy. In an era when Roman laws viewed slaves as mere property, Seneca advocated for their humane treatment, highlighting our shared humanity. Stoicism also does not promote passivity. It asserts that those who cultivate virtue and self-control can effect positive change in the lives of others. One of the most notable Stoic philosophers was also one of Rome's greatest emperors. Throughout his 19-year reign, Stoicism provided Marcus Aurelius with the strength to lead the empire through 2 major wars while coping with the loss of several children. Centuries later, his writings would offer guidance and comfort to Nelson Mandela during his 27 years of imprisonment in the struggle for racial equality in South Africa. Following his release and eventual triumph, Mandela emphasized peace and reconciliation, believing that while the past's injustices couldn't be undone, his people could confront them in the present to build a better, more just future. Stoicism remained an active philosophy for several centuries in Greece and Rome. Although it eventually waned as a formal institution, its influence persists today. Christian theologians like Thomas Aquinas have admired and incorporated its focus on virtue, and parallels exist between the Stoic concept of ataraxia, or tranquility of mind, and the Buddhist notion of nirvana. A particularly influential Stoic was the philosopher Epictetus, who asserted that suffering arises not from events in our lives, but from our judgments about those events. This idea has resonated deeply within modern psychology and the self-help movement. For instance, rational emotive behavioral therapy aims to reshape the self-defeating attitudes people develop regarding their circumstances. Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, informed by his own experiences in a concentration camp, reflects the Stoic belief that we can harness our willpower to find meaning in life, even in the most dire situations.